Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $1 loose change ticket. This is part of the July 2024 series of tickets coming out in New York. And this one is not your typical number match game. This is a game where you have 6 coins, I guess, with cent values under there. And when you scratch all 6 and add up the total amount of money represented, if you have more than $1, you win the prize in the box. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.7, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $1 up to $500. So there is no multi-$1,000 jackpot on this one. It's just a $500 game. Looking at the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out here. Also, we don't need to talk about taxes because there is nothing over $5,000 that you'll automatically get taxes taken out for. So we'll go ahead and run the numbers. When you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 64 and 65%. This is just way, way too low. I mean, even for a $1 ticket. We look for a minimum of 70% payout for all tickets that we review on the channel. I've never seen a $1 ticket make it up to 70%, but we've seen some get close. But 64% is way far from 70%. So just based on this payout number alone, I would never buy this. Can't recommend it for anybody else to buy. We also need to mention that 64% does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 64% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $25 prize level. And again, I got to stress, I would never, ever buy this. I would never recommend anybody buy this, but we know there are going to be people who buy it. So for those people who are playing this game, when they do win, if they're just average luck type players, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $1 and $25. There's also a split there at the $25 prize level. It's about 89 to 11. So the large majority, 89% of these $25 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 11% of these $25 prizes are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's only about 1 in every 470 tickets that has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $470 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And even if you do hit that $500 prize, you're just barely coming out ahead. And so, yeah, I mean, that's really important information, I think, to note if you are thinking about going out and picking these up. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 53 and 54%. This also really, really low, really, really harsh, tough number for average folks. We look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99% of prizes on all the tickets we review on this channel. And that's because once you're here in this 53% range, or not 53%, when you're in the 50% range, to me at least, it feels like you lose your money so fast that it's not fun to play. It's like frustrating to play it. And so, 53%'s low 50% range. And so this is going to be a really, really brutal ticket to 99% of people who play it. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $1 tickets. The data point for loose change is all the way over here on the right. So you can see this is by far the best $1 ticket that we've reviewed on the channel so far, with the exception of one ticket that I wasn't quite sure about. It was, and I don't even think I included it on this list. But anyways, it was a ticket where you could win some tickets, some free tickets for the lotto drawings. Can't remember the name of it, but that ticket has the potential to be a really good ticket. But this one, of the just normal tickets that we've reviewed on the channel, has by far the highest payout from any $1 ticket we've seen in New York. So that is a positive thing, that the overall payout has gone up. However, I mean, 64% is still really, really low. We need to see, several more of these increases before we could get excited about the tickets. Now, $1 tickets pretty much in every state I would recommend just passing, because it's such a waste of money. I mean, even a $2 ticket has so much better, most of the time, has so much better of a payout than a $1 ticket. It's really not worth picking up any of these. And especially in New York, $1 tickets are just really complete garbage. So, yeah, I mean, if there is somebody watching and $1 tickets are your thing, and you just have to have New York $1 tickets, up here in green, you see the best tickets in every category. So if you are playing for overall value, this loose change ticket by far has the best overall value. If you are playing for odds, the 7-11-21 tripler has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, 7-11-21 tripler has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. However, 55% is still really brutal. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1% match to win, has the most money at the top of the prize structure. And then we are keeping track of top prizes over here on the right as well. Now here on this page, we're ranking New York $1 tickets based on overall payout. You can see loose change here is the best $1 ticket we've seen come out of New York by a good margin. So yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of good in this, really awful page right here with these really low payouts. Here on this page, we are ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Again, all of these numbers super brutal. Loose change comes in second place overall on this list. However, 53%, I mean, it's just crazy low. Here on this page, we get to compare $1 tickets across states. And let's see, we have the top 35 $1 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. On this page, we see some pretty low numbers here, and that's because $1 tickets, they don't come out all that often, especially in some states. Like I live in Georgia. It seems like the Georgia lottery has just stopped making $1 tickets. We haven't seen one in like a year. And then other states, they don't release $1 tickets every month, at least most of them. And then so 6420 was good enough to make this list. Loose change in 13th place overall. So this is the 13th best $1 ticket we've seen on the channel. And you can see New York, most of the time they're at the like almost at the very bottom of this list, which means usually New York is not very competitive. This loose change ticket, though, is more competitive with what other states are doing. States like Florida, California, and Texas, which we don't even see on this list. That's how bad their tickets are. But then not really competitive at all with what we've seen from Georgia, and then Massachusetts especially. And Massachusetts is really where we want to look. They regularly have $1 tickets that come out in the 69% range. So, Massachusetts is the closest to hitting that 70% mark that we look for tickets. And yeah, I mean, this is the bar right now, 69%. And still, that's not good. But we do have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $1 tickets at 69% payout, why would New York be putting out $1 tickets at 64% payout? And yeah, we just have to recognize that that's a lot of money. That's over 5.5 percentage points less than what Massachusetts did with this Snow Much Money here up here at the top. And 5.5%, even on these $1 tickets, is a lot of money when you think about how many tickets go into making just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $1 price tag, and that's $10 million that's wrapped up in just one of these scratch games. And 5.5% of 10 million is $550,000 that the Massachusetts Lottery is regularly putting into the hands of its players. That the New York Lottery is regularly basically stealing from its players. And usually, loose change, $5.5 million, that's on a good day. Usually these New York tickets take a lot more money away. They steal a lot more money from their players. So, but this loose change ticket is just another example of the New York Lottery stealing from the people who are paying their hard-earned money to buy these tickets. Now here on this page, we have the top 36 tickets based on that bottom 99% payout. 53% was good enough for 18th place on this list. But again, I have to stress, like, these tickets are not on this list because they are good. These tickets are on this list because there just aren't that many $1 tickets that we've reviewed in the year and a few months that we've been on YouTube. So 53% still a really, really rough number. And you can see there are quite a few tickets that are much more friendly to average players that we've seen from other states. Now here on this page, we have the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far overall. We don't see any $1 tickets on this list, probably never will. So you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. Again, no $1 tickets on this list. And again, probably never will see that. So you can pause that as well. Now here, that's about it for this New York Lottery $1 loose change ticket. I don't like it. I wouldn't buy it. I don't recommend that anybody buy it. The overall payout's too low, not competitive with what Massachusetts is doing. By the way, if you live close to the border, do yourself a favor, drive to Massachusetts to get your scratch tickets. If you don't live close to the border with Massachusetts, I would recommend finding a Massachusetts scratcher on social media that you like and you trust, and just go in on Massachusetts tickets because they are so much better than New York tickets. I wouldn't buy any New York tickets. There are almost none that are worth your money. So anyways, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.